Matt Lenihan Boxing Social in association with Empire Fight Store and Our Kings. We're here with Eddie Hearn. Eddie, how are we, mate?
I'm fantastic, thank you. A little evening in Manchester as we get ready for a big show next week and a big fight in Catterall Barboza. Hopefully get a little bit of spice out of them. Pat Brown's debut as well, and looking forward to a massive run coming up. From there, it's pretty much non-stop for the next 2 months.
Good to see them come together face to face today. Any disappointment that they've not sort of elevated this to a full world title and they've given to you long enough to decide?
I mean, the reality is that it was going to be a final eliminator for the world title. That's what it was all along. Now it is an interim world title, and it could end up being that the winner of this fight becomes world champion. So no, I'm pretty happy with the status of it. I think Jack, look, we know Jack should already be undisputed champion, and with victories against Linares, Josh Taylor, Regis Prograis and Arnold Barboza next Saturday, who deserves it more? I mean, Jack is, I think, arguably Britain's top pound-for-pound fighter right now. But it'll be a good fight. Barboza's a serious fighter. Golden Boy against Matchroom. He's got a lively team as well, and we'll see what's set up here today.
How much are you looking forward to sort of pitting your wits against Oscar De La Hoya? Obviously, I know you two have sort of settled your beef in Saudi Arabia, I believe, but it'd be good to get one over on him, wouldn't it?
Well, we've got 3 fights coming up, Matchroom against Golden Boy. So we've got Catterall Barboza, and then on Feb 22nd, we've got Shakur against Schofield and Ortiz against Madrimov. So thrilling matchups, and one of us is going to go into Saudi 1-0 up. So yeah, it's a brilliant rivalry. We want to win, and we want our guys and girls to win because we support them and we're very passionate about what we do.
How good is it for Jack? Obviously now he's become this sort of headline act now. Even though he didn't get that undisputed, he's sort of kicked on now and he's become one of them main figures in the UK. It's a good story.
It is, and he deserves it. And he's an incredible fighter. I think this is his 3rd headline in 8 months, and before that was Linares. So 4 headlines really since he's sort of teamed up with Matchroom, and he's done fantastically well. We've got another great crowd next week, and he's always ready and prepared and willing to be in real fights, and that's all you can ask.
I've got to ask you, so Canelo and Crawford, we got told a few days ago, confirmed September. Today, reports from the Ring magazine said it's off, and then you look and go, Jake Paul and Canelo for May. I know it's nothing directly involved with you, but what are your thoughts on that?
Yeah, I mean, I was shocked when I woke up this morning and saw that, and I don't know if that's a reaction in relation to the Jake Paul fight, but everything I'm hearing is that Canelo Jake Paul is done. From
your inside source, so that's done?
Yeah, I mean, I don't know if it's signed, but I understand it's agreed. Whether that information is right or wrong, but I get it. It's a massive fight. I mean, dollar-wise, it's much bigger than Canelo against Crawford. And that's because you've got Canelo Alvarez, who is a superstar, and Jake Paul, who's, whether you like it or not, is also a superstar. Crawford is yet to break through into that mould, despite his brilliance. And when you get 2 guys like that combining their fan bases and the circus, it's going to break records. So I always felt, every time I've mentioned it to Canelo in the past, he's like, yeah. Yeah. But he doesn't, I said this in another interview, it's not that he's not a nice guy and he doesn't have a lot, but he couldn't care less, Canelo. He's got the legacy, right? He's done it all. And he likes being in big fights, but also he likes the monies. Yeah? Canelo likes the monies. And you give him the monies and he'll fight any motherfucker.
But what does that say for a Terence Crawford now? Where does that leave him? Because I had a feeling that...
No, I think for Crawford, it's Canelo or retire. I don't see him wanting, if Madrimov beats Ortiz, is he going to rematch Madrimov? No. Would he fight Ortiz if Ortiz beat Madrimov? Maybe, but I don't think that's going to motivate him, that fight. He wants big money, big fights, and I don't see what they are outside of Canelo Alvarez. So, but listen, could be a knee-jerk reaction, could be anything. So I'm sure this fight will come back round.
Oh, so you think it will go back from being off again to on again?
Well, this is boxing, baby. Anything.
You know something, don't you?
I don't. But I also know that sometimes there can be reactions. Sometimes, people can have the hump. Sometimes people can go, fuck you. And then they calm down and, they start thinking about actually the money that's being left on the table. We'll see.
Ben Shalom said Anthony Joshua, Martin Bakole is done.
Unbelievable.
So, following it.
I texted him. I said the next day because I saw it on TalkSport. I said, "You have a good night last night, did you? Blimey." I said, what are you talking about? He went, no, it wasn't that. I was just joking about something. I said, what? I said, we've not had one conversation about AJ Bakole. I don't rule it out, by the way, but to say it was done or signed is just the wildest thing I've ever seen reported. Then actually I did see, I think a day later, that Wilder Joshua was signed. Again, not a fight. We've not had one conversation yet about Joshua's next opponent. He's literally just getting back into camp now. And over the next couple of weeks, particularly after Feb 22nd, we will start identifying who that next opponent will be.
You open to the Bakole fight, though?
Absolutely. I mean, there's bigger fights out there for AJ, but we're going to fight, and he's going to want to fight someone real, and that would be a great fight.
Last one from me, obviously. Adam Azim picked up a victory over Lenihan, destroyed him, brilliant performance. Made comments about Dalton straight after the fight. Off the back of the week before when we were in Vegas, obviously he was tweeting about Dalton's victory. But what do you make of his reaction and the sort of a stance from that team of almost that Dalton needs them rather than the other way around?
I think they both need each other, but the reality is Adam Azim looked very good. Adam Azim is a world-class fighter. Adam Azim is a great talent. And it's a very tough fight for Dalton Smith. But what you can't do is say, Dalton, we're coming for you. And Shane McGuigan can't say, we beat him up, we stop him. 100%. But it's got a marinade. It's like, that don't make sense. What are you talking about? Why wouldn't you take one of the biggest fights in British boxing now, all that money, but it's like, we'll fight him if His Excellency comes out with a load of money. It's like, or if it's for a world title. Why don't you just fight him now? Dalton's got a world title shot. He's mandatory. Adam Azim won the IBO world title. He's going to be removed from all the rankings. He's a million miles away from fighting for a world title. But he could take Dalton's number one position. And they could make a fortune in that fight. And they could give British fight fans one of the best fights. Like, I don't... When I call for that fight, sometimes people are like, oh, Eddie's calling it. Yeah, what do you want me to do? Marinade? And what do you want them both to do? Marinade. I don't know. Apparently it's marinade. But everyone says marinate, including me. But what do you want them to do? Just go and lay on a sun lounger? And what, we just put a bit of olive oil over them and a bit of thyme and garlic and peppers and rosemary and some piri-piri garlic salt or something like that and go, marinade, boys? No, fucking let's do it. Let's have a big fight. See, there's doers and there's talkers, right? The talkers talk a good game, but really, when it comes down to it, do you really believe? We believe. We also know it's a dangerous fight, but we believe. Do you believe? And the answer is, you're getting closer to believing. 1 or 2 fights ago, they really didn't believe. But just that Lipinets performance, just giving them a little bit of confidence, a little bit of chirp in the presser after, oh, we beat him up, we smash him, yeah. If you do, fight him. But you won't do it because you just want to drain a little bit more commission and let a couple more headline fights go on, and then you'll roll the dice. Maybe when it's too late and no one's actually interested in more, or someone gets beat, or someone doesn't win a world title, or whatever. Now's the time. 2 amazing British fighters make the fight.
Eddie Hearn, appreciate your time. Cheers.